Hey everybody, my name is Kip, and if you're new to the channel, this is America Bumper to Bumper. If you are, again, new to the channel and you like what you see, make sure that you hit the subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you know when new videos are being uploaded. We're going to leave that in there, what the hell. We're back at Dan Kearney's used cars for another one of our How Well Did It Hold Up segments. This time we are looking at 2007 Ford Fusion SEL. This Ford Fusion has a fair amount of miles on it. We're looking at about 173,000 miles on it. It is a V6 powered automatic. And it is a really nice looking car for the age. So let's take a closer look. As I said in the intro, this Ford Fusion 2007 has Ford's 3-liter, I believe it's called the Duratec V6. We'll double check and make sure that if I'm giving you bad information, it'll be in there. But as you can see from the engine compartment, very, very, very clean. Not a whole lot to really say. I mean, I can point out things, but let's start it up so you can hear what it sounds like before we take it out on the road. As you can hear, no ticks or anything that would make you worried about the health of the engine. Let's move around to the back. We'll take a look at the trunk, and then we will take a look at the inside. Trunk lid does have a little bit of a smack there, but being this is the first sedan that we've looked at on the channel, your standard sedan trunk. It does have a lot of room in there, and silly me. 40-60 split seat, which fold down, and you can get some bigger cargo in here. As with any newer car, you also have your trunk release here, so if you get kidnapped, you can open your trunk. And there's your spare. That is a donut. Other than that, not a whole lot of extra space or amenities back here. This car has very nice, if it's not full leather, it is very nice pleather. I do believe the SEL is top of the line for Ford, so this should be leather. Nice armrest with cup holders, but if you need the extra space, easily put those up and you've got room for another small person. The seat's not fully back, but decent leg room here on this lovely, I don't know if you'd call that a map pocket, but generally kids just like throwing all their junk in there, and parents don't realize it until much later that they have a whole lot of stuff to put. But this interior is very nice and clean, not a whole lot of scuffs or anything in the leather. This does have anchors for car seats, plus down here is your tethers, anchors. All right, over here on the driver's side door, we've got your door locks. Well, we've got power windows. Gosh, my brain doesn't want to work right now. Locks, so you're the one controlling the windows. Power mirrors. You've got your headlights, automatic lights, and everything pulling out. There's fog lights on this. I'm not sure how those go on, but we're not worry about that now. You got a trunk release. Let me get the steering wheel straight on this. Here, Grayson. You better see the steering wheel and everything else here. All right. Oops. On the stock back here, you've got your wipers, blinkers, windshield cleaner. On the steering wheel, your cruise control. Plus, it's got fan speed, which is pretty nice to be able to, control how. Speaking of, right now in Vermont, believe it or not, this is February 5th. We're just about 50 degrees out, and we definitely don't need 90 degrees on the inside. So let's go and turn that down. We're gonna go. I'm just gonna turn that off because you don't need it. All right. Over here we have volume, track seek, different media, whether you're going to listen to your CD or potentially MP3s and stuff. We'll have to see if they've got an auxiliary port somewhere hanging around here. It does have the function on the CD player, but we'll see if we can find that. And temperature, so you can, again, turn down your temperature. On the dashboard, got your tachometer, gas, temperature, and your miles per hour. So RPMs, miles per hour. As I said earlier, 173,109 miles on this really nice car. Another nice thing, we got a nice storage compartment up here. Great place to put your registration and insurance. Analog clock, which is a very interesting thing in a 07 car. And let's see, info. Oh, okay, yep. So we got your average miles per hour, clock, timing settings, which I've never understood why you had those. Trip B, miles to empty, and your average miles per gallon. And of course you can reset any of those at any time. CD player, 6-disc changer, MP3. As I said, we got auxiliary, functions for a phone, perhaps. We'll look into that deeper. Of course, can't use the radio because of copyright stuff. And of course, we got all of your heating and cooling features down here. There is a 12-volt outlet in the bottom here. Cup holders, and let's see what it shows on the. Yeah, we got one little compartment, and then that pulls up for a whole another outlet here. I'm not seeing auxiliary. I'm not seeing the auxiliary. Maybe sometimes the companies will put it in the glove box. Is it?
Nope.
Anything in there?
Nope.
What are you doing to us, Ford? Sunglass holder. And power moonroof. Yeah.
It works.
And it's actually nice enough today, we might leave that open while we do a little driving. So let's go and see how this thing feels on the road. Nice and comfortable ride so far. I got to adjust my seat a bit. And seats are electric on the driver's side, with some manual controls as well. I think we might have to shut the roof because it's a little windy.
A little windy.
Maybe we'll just have it open there. That's not that bad.
No. Can't even hear it.
Car is very quiet, which is very nice. No weird shifting. Engine sounds good. And it's nice that it's got the V6. You have a nice bit of extra power compared to what was stock in these cars would have been the 4-cylinder. And it's got some nice get up and go.
It's really quiet.
Yeah. I'll shut that up again and we'll... Whoops.
Too much. Too much.
Too much.
No, now you're opening it again. There.
There. Oh, gosh. Yeah, you close that up and it's very quiet.
It's a nice little car.
Yeah, very comfortable. Comparing it to the Buick LaCrosse that we own, I would say that it's pretty comparable. Seats are, I think, a little bit more comfy in this than the Buick. I don't know if that's the leather or the extra bit of adjustability in this. Although, feeling around down here, only has the forward and back motions are electric. The recline and lumbar are all manual on this, which for the SEL model I find kind of interesting. Car, let's see, track's nice and straight down the road, so it's got no alignment issues and no, so you can see the steering wheel, no jiggles in it, no jerks, anything, so it's definitely no front end issues with it. Very comfortable, gotta say.
Ride's really nice.
If I were looking for a, second car.
Baby car.
Huh?
Tiny car.
Yeah, tiny. This isn't much smaller than the LaCrosse, believe it or not.
It feels a lot smaller. Would you give it a thumbs up?
I would give it a thumbs up.
I'd give it a thumbs up.
It was a passenger seat feel there.
Well, I mean, if I was sitting straight, it'd be great, but since I'm not really exactly sitting
Sit straight then.
But yeah. I like the leather. What?
I'm just testing out the mirrors.
Oh.
Let's,
Looks like they're heated.
Yep. Let's
Can't really see it.
let's check the cruise control. Yep. Cruise control works. Gosh, we're steaming up the windows. We didn't have to. Alright, I think I might have said, but if not, we're going to do this again. The car runs extremely smooth, rides very smooth. For a, let's see, we're at 07, so a 12-year-old car with 173,000 miles on it, and riding as good as it does. It was either very well maintained to begin with, or the guys here at Dan Kearney's Auto Sales put a fair amount of time and money into the car to make sure that it was good to go out the door. So we're almost back to the dealership, and we'll give you the final thoughts. Final thoughts on the 2007 Ford Focus. I think it's a great car, and for the price and the fact that if you look over here, fresh, brand new Vermont inspection sticker, all for a price $34.95. Is it perfect? No, there's a little damage on the trunk lid, but that's about it. I mean, it's a beautiful looking car. As we said in the ride, runs great, drives great, and you shouldn't have any problems with this car, in my opinion, for at least the next year to come, if not a lot longer, as long as you take care of it. That's the big thing. You got to take care of it. And for that, we're going to end it here. Have a day. Hopefully it's a good one.